Every day, millions of tons of wastewater sludge are produced worldwide, yet few people think about where it goes or its potential. Now, what if instead of waste, we saw it as a resource? Sludge management isn't just about disposal, it's about sustainability.
Treating the wastewater sludge and manufacturing a fertilizer product from it is a true circular economy principle. And the nice thing about it is that nothing goes to waste.
Most people, the public, they see wastewater as a burden. Here at Joburg Water, we see it as an opportunity.
Growing up on a farm, I saw the problem of sludge disposal. I realized that there must be value in this product. And since then I started working on the product and the results showed. And as a result of that, we decided we have to commercialize this operation and produce a fertilizer product that suits farmer requirements. We require mechanically dewatered sludge to work from, for the simple reason the product is clean, there is no contaminants like sand. Then from receiving the dewatered sludge on our pad, we do solar drying. Thereafter, we go through a stabilization and disinfection process. It's a natural process that we employ. Then thereafter, we take it into our granulation system. Once it has been granulated and dried again, then we blend it with commercial fertilizer products in order to produce a product to the farmer that complies to his requirements, precision farming, etc. There are definitely challenges establishing this business, first of all, because we had to overcome public perception with the product because people relate to the sewage name thereof. But fortunately, the product is registered as a fertilizer. The second challenge is dealing with municipalities, just to get hold of contracts, tender processes, and obviously with that comes your Municipal Finance Management Act that gives very strict 3-year contracts that they allow. The cost involved in this process is mostly your establishment cost, operational cost, electricity, etc. But furthermore, what is nice is that one can produce this product at a price that farmers are prepared to pay for the product. We like to establish on your sewage treatment plant. If we treat the product on site and it leaves the gate as a product, no longer as a waste product. And as such, we alleviate the municipality from the cradle to grave responsibility for the product.
The municipality partnership with AgriMan allowed the implementation of sustainable and innovative sludge treatment and disposal technologies, reducing the operational cost, generating an income by selling dried sludge to AgriMan, enhancing the environmental compliance, and also contribute to a more sustainable circular economy for the municipality.
The sludge guidelines were created to align with international best practices while being fit for South Africa's environment, our socio-economic conditions, and the regulatory landscape. A good wastewater sludge management approach starts with proper practices. The way a treatment plant is run, along with municipal bylaw enforcement, directly affects the quality of the wastewater sludge. Poor enforcement leads to contaminants and ineffective water treatment results in unstable sludges that is really difficult to use beneficially. The next step is full sludge characterization, determining the microbiological safety, the stability, and the pollutant levels. Only then can we select the right treatment and beneficial use options. The best opportunities lie in beneficiation, turning sludge from a waste into a resource.
Between 2023 and 2025, we worked on a Water Research Commission study called What Are Municipalities Doing with Their Municipal Sludge? In our study, the average cost of disposing or beneficiating wastewater sludge was about 470 Rand per ton. Most of this cost comes from the transportation of sludge off-site. The best way to reduce the cost of transporting sludge off-site is by reducing the amount of sludge you're taking off-site. You can do this by drying it out to reduce the moisture content in the sludge and therefore reduce the weight. You can also use anaerobic digestion or modified hydrothermal processes to reduce the amount of sludge you take off-site. Further treatment of sludge can also improve the efficiency of transporting it off-site. Through that treatment, municipalities can produce a product that's easier to handle and potentially saleable. One option to reduce the management costs for sludge is to outsource the beneficiation process to a private company that's interested in the sludge. While you as the municipality might forfeit the potential income from the beneficiated product, you will give yourself a low or no cost solution. Wastewater sludge disposal can be really expensive. Disposing it in a hazardous landfill is the most expensive option, mainly because of gate fees and the actual cost of disposing it in the landfill. It's also the least environmentally friendly option. Disposal of wastewater sludge in agricultural land brings some benefits and is also typically less expensive. Lastly, there's also costs for compliance. Sludge that's taken off-site must be classified at an accredited lab, and the sludge guidelines provide guidance on what other monitoring is required based on the specific disposal method selected.
Sludge management at Joburg Water is guided by investigation and exploration of various suitable management options, which is also focused mostly on cost and compliance as the key factors. Treatment and disposal adheres to strict new guidelines. But before disposal, sludge undergoes a solar drying, which is the new innovative method of composting that we are engaged on. Our sludge, when it leaves site, it must be classified. And our target is to get at least an A1A sludge product, which is a compliant product that can be used without restriction on any crop. A2A, we also produce it. That type of sludge can be used on grain crops and grass, and A3A on grass. The transportation that is used is compliant to the regulations, and that gets monitored from cradle to grave to ensure that there's compliance with this new sludge guidelines. And every method of sludge treatment comes with its own cost and limitations. When comparing operational expenses, excluding dewatering, Johannesburg Water's tested method reveal distinct differences. So with remote transportation, spend around 310 per dry ton to transport to site of treated sludge. Then with a solar drying, at least we are saving because we're spending around 240.
The future of wastewater treatment in our country is turning it into a business. And here I'm not speaking about private-public partnerships, but about ring-fencing the business within local government. And one should see it as a benefit not only to our receiving environment, our river systems, our dams quality, our drinking water, but to see it as a benefit to our citizens as a whole and to the municipality as a whole.